Good evening, Wilmington. It is what it is. Love where you live. I'm Daniel Seamans, and happy Tuesday, y'all. And it is nothing but gray skies, choppy water, and the rain has picked up a little bit. It's a nice, steady rain. You know what that means. You know, when you get that continuous rain, it can lead to some flooding in low-lying areas and also on the road. Shots rang out along North Front Street in downtown Wilmington today, just after lunchtime, in what we now know was an officer-involved shooting. WWAY's Basil John joins us live with the latest. Basil, or maybe E.T. catching a ride, something like that.
Phone call home. Was that it?
E.T. Yes, phone home, phone home, ouch. Just before 9 o'clock, a suspicious call came in. The officer responding showed up. That's when the DA says shots were exchanged. It's just, it's a unique experience to be out here and see it, just like you see it on TV. Thanks for joining us tonight. For your news at 5, I'm Daniel Seamans. State lawmakers came to town today to get a first-hand look at the Gen X issue. WWAY's Jenna Kurzina has spent the day with them. She is live at the New Hanover County Government Center, where a public hearing on the water worries continues. It's the big story at 5. Jenna. Thank you, Jenna. Gen X has been on everyone's minds for a while now, but how did we get here? Let's take a look back at what's happened over the last couple of months. On June 7th, the Star News broke the story of Chemours dumping Gen X into the Cape Fear River, prompting confusion, concern, and protest around the area. Chemours met with local leaders on June 15th to talk about water testing, but did not take part in a news conference afterwards. Then on June 22nd, the Department of Environmental Quality collected samples from the Cape Fear River to start those tests. On June 28th, WWAY, the Star News, and WHQR hosted the first of 2 forums for you to voice concerns and have your questions answered by experts and officials. More than 400 people filled UNCW's Keenan Auditorium. Governor Roy Cooper came to the Cape Fear July 24th to talk with local leaders and discuss the steps his administration is taking to keep Chemours from dumping more Gen X into the river. Jenna mentioned that earlier this morning, the Sweeney Water Treatment Plant hosted state lawmakers and public officials for a tour. During the tour, representatives and senators got to see what updates the plant has and is making to continue testing for chemical compounds in the water. Some of them say the fight for clean water is turning into a partisan issue. Pender County's Chris Millis says it is not for him. With school set to start next week, many parents are concerned about drinking water. One group is working to make sure students have bottled water this school year to avoid any concerns about Gen X. WWAY weekend anchor Andrew James is live outside the New Hanover High School with more. Andrew? Last night, President Trump unloaded on how the national media covered his comments on the deadly rally in Charlottesville. Today, he spoke again, this time sticking more to a script. What he says needs to happen within the Department of Veterans Affairs. The mad rush is on. We check out Powerball fever as the jackpot hits $700 million. And coming up on Good Evening Wilmington, the 6-year-old who found a heartwarming way to show support for our military.
Operation Gridlock Traffic Update, driven by D&E Mitsubishi. Come see the new 2017 Outlander Sport.
All right, let's get you up to speed on the evening commute. It is just now turning 5:08, and once again, smooth sailing or on the roads driving in the Brunswick County side, 74, 76, and Highway 17, all getting a green highway flow, so no problems out there. We do have what looks to be a report of a bus that has broken down possibly. The Ways are reporting vehicles stopped on road, specifically city bus stopped in the right lane. That's on Randall Parkway. So that could cause some issues as that bus is blocking one of the lanes right now. Make sure to join Operation Gridlock and the WWAY team on the Ways app. Hey y'all, there are a couple Brunswick County kids who are mowing their way to greatness. Yeah! The Oak Island Senior Center has a new look.
We just help people.
Courtesy of 2 boys.
Helping disabled and elderly.
With big hearts.
We We mow people's elderly's people's lawns for them. Like, so if they can't like mow, we mow them for them.
It's a big day for the two.
Like 2 to 3 lawns a day, sometimes 1. But like we mowed like how many this? Today would be 50.
The 50th lawn just happens to be at a place that hosts folks 50 and older.
How does it make you feel to be helping all these people out?
Great.
For the past 2 summers, Stone and Dane Dennis have been the Raising Men Lawn Service of Southport, volunteering lawn care for people in Brunswick County in need of some help.
Or like weed whack, mowing their lawns, sometimes like picking up branches or like raking in the fall. Yeah, my mom saw it on Facebook.
Okay.
So she like said we could start this. So she wanted to start a Raising Men lawn care service too. So the guy said okay. So now.
Yeah, it does. It's teaching them to go out and talk to people.
Mom supervises, helps out too.
It makes me feel good. I mean, I'm glad that they're out here and they're doing this and they're not just in the house playing games.
Stone and Dane Dennis aren't just playing games. They're making a difference, not just in a yard, but in a community. And that makes you, too, extraordinary. Daniel Seamans, WWAY News.